If you're running ads on Meta, you've probably been tearing your hair out lately. It feels like costs are up, results are way down, and everything you used to know just doesn't work anymore. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on exactly what changed, and more importantly, what you need to do about it right now.
So let's get right into it. Why did your ads suddenly fall off a cliff? You've probably tested everything, right? New audiences, new copy, tweaking the bids, but it just feels like you're throwing money into a black box. What is actually going on here?
Okay, first things first, I need you to hear this. It's not your fault. Seriously, you're not a bad marketer. The problem isn't your creative or your targeting. The entire game has changed from the ground up because Meta quietly rolled out a massive, fundamental update to its core ad algorithm. So let's be super clear. Your ads aren't broken. The system that delivers them has been completely rebuilt. This isn't just a little tweak they pushed out. This is a full-blown revolution in how their platform works. And if you're feeling this pain, you are so not alone. Advertisers everywhere, from tiny businesses to huge household name brands, have seen their performance just nosedive. And it all traces back to this one massive change. So, what is this mystery change? Well, it has a name: Andromeda. And this is the culprit behind all the chaos you've been seeing in your ad accounts. Understanding what it is, well, that's the first step to getting things back on track. In Meta's own tech speak, Andromeda is a next-generation personalized ads retrieval engine. Okay, that's a mouthful, but it's just a fancy way of saying it's a new AI brain that sits at the very, very beginning of the ad delivery process. Its whole job is to sift through millions of potential ads and decide which ones are even eligible to be shown to you when you open the app. And what's wild is when you look under the hood, like with this diagram here, you can see this isn't just a software patch. Meta actually worked with NVIDIA to co-design this system from the hardware up. We're talking about a total architectural overhaul, built for a brand new era of AI-driven advertising. So what's actually different? Well, for starters, Andromeda can handle way, way more ads at once. But the big shift is that it's moved from finding the right ad for a person to finding the perfect person for an ad. And to do that, it's basically thrown out the entire manual targeting rulebook. Its one and only obsession now: finding and rewarding creative diversity. Let's be perfectly clear about this. Everything you thought you knew about running successful Meta ads is now probably wrong. The strategies that built million-dollar brands just a year ago are the very same strategies that are failing today. The old rules are completely dead. And this table just perfectly illustrates the shift. I mean, look at this. Before, you'd find a winner ad and just scale it for months, right? Now, you need a constant, fresh stream of creative. You used to make tiny tweaks to a headline. Now, the system just flat out ignores those. Your secret weapon used to be your detailed targeting, your lookalike audiences. Now, the creative itself is the targeting. Success is no longer about bids and budgets. It's all about feeding this new AI a rich, diverse diet of ads. You know, here's probably the best way to think about it. The old system was like giving Meta a specific street address. You'd say, go find me women 25 to 34 who like hiking. The new system, it's completely different. Now the AI is a matchmaker. You just give it an interesting ad and it goes out and finds the perfect person for that message, no matter what targeting settings you put in. Okay, so the old way is dead. We get it. The billion-dollar question now is, what do we do? How do we adapt to this and actually win in this new world? Well, let's talk about the new creative playbook. You need to burn 3 words into your brain: diversity, volume, and frequency. The Andromeda AI is constantly learning, and believe me, it is hungry. To get you results, it needs a steady diet of new, varied creative inputs. You just can't feed it the volume it needs without real diversity. So what does diversity actually mean here? It's not just about swapping a static image for a video. The algorithm is looking for variety across these 4 key pillars. Different concepts, like the big idea or story. Different angles, the specific problem or benefit you're highlighting. Different personas you're talking to. And of course, different formats, like user-generated content, product demos, text-based ads, the whole shebang. So, what kind of volume are we really talking about? Okay, brace yourself, because this number might be a little shocking. The old way was maybe, 10 to 15 solid ads a month? The new playbook requires 10 to 50 distinctly new ad creatives every single week. That's what it takes to keep this new algorithm fed, learning, and performing for you.
So, if we boil it all down, success now really comes down to two things. First, diversified creative. You have to give the algorithm a wide menu of options so it can learn. And second, high quality signals. Your ads need to be crystal clear. The visuals, the message, it all has to instantly tell Meta who this ad is for, so its matchmaking AI can go out and do its job.
You know, this whole shift, it's not happening in a vacuum. It's really signaling a much bigger change in how human creativity and artificial intelligence work together in marketing. We're looking at a whole new paradigm. I mean, let's be real. The demand for 50 new creatives a week is frankly impossible for most human teams to keep up with. And that's not an accident. Andromeda's crazy appetite for creatives is directly fueling the explosion of generative AI tools for ad creation. The system is practically begging you to use them. But, and this is the big but, here is the central paradox. This is the real tightrope we all have to walk now. At the exact same moment Meta's ad brain is demanding AI-level scale, all the major platforms, including Meta's own Instagram, are cracking down on low-effort, spammy AI content. They're all saying they're prioritizing authentic, human-created content to keep users engaged. And that leaves all of us with the most important question you need to be asking yourself right now. As we dive headfirst into an advertising world powered by AI, where the system itself demands inhuman scale, what is it about your creative that will still feel fundamentally human? Because that little spark of authenticity, that might just be the one signal the algorithm can't fake, and it might just be your single biggest competitive advantage going forward.